Something is going on here on the Shenanigang SMP. I don't know, one of the mods that I have must be broken because all of the little mannequin things that I put around are just kind of all like breaking, and I don't know, they all look so weird. I don't know what's going on. Welcome back to another episode here on the Shenanigang SMP. Today we are going to embark on our first major project. Now, we have done that little town area over there that I started, and I've actually decided that I don't want to work on it anymore. I feel like I want to stick to the normal, town videos for the normal survival series, so I am going to say that this is it for now, right? Just a small little town area, and that's going to be it, because instead what we're going to be starting and completing today, I'm going to be starting it today, but I'm not going to be able to finish it all today, at least for me, is we are going to be working on a giant mountain. Now, you might be able to see a lot of the glowstone that I placed around. I basically have a mob grinder right here underneath the bedrock, and basically the entire mountain is going to surround this entire area. Now, it's going to go through the little river over here. It's going to go pretty much directly near my workshop island, going all the way around, and then it's gonna go roughly around here. Now, because Bree and Jared are right over there, I want to have leave them a clear path so that they can go from their base to not only my original bases but also Pine's base over there. So we're gonna make the mountain kind of go to right around here almost. So what we're going to do is we're gonna need a lot of dirt, and we're gonna map it out. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. This is the shape of the area that I want to go with. Now, it is quite interestingly shaped. Honestly, it's on how I want it to look. I don't want it to do a traditional mountain, because my mountains in Minecraft and in real life are a little bit random, so I wanted to make it look like that, and I think we did a pretty good job. So the next thing that I want to do, and you can kind of see that I already did with this area, is I want to hollow out the entire area. Now, that will do two things. One, that'll benefit the mob grinder that I have beneath me, because mobs cannot spawn on bedrock, meaning that I get to take back all of these lights, and also the mob grinder gets to work a little bit more. And the second thing is that I get to build basically whatever I want in here. So I can build up the mountain as big as I want, and I don't have to worry about lighting. And then whenever I decide to build my, machines and whatnot in here, we can easily, do that here. So what I think the plan of action next is we're gonna block off all of this water really quick, and then I'm going to break it all down. So this will be fun. Oh my goodness, I finally finished. My finger hurts. I've never had my finger hurt this much, but we finally got rid of all of the water. I actually have a little area here where I collected some more dirt underneath, and again, thankfully mobs don't spawn here, so that is really nice. So the next step is I'm gonna dig everything here down to bedrock, so that way I get all the dirt I need for the actual mountain. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it all here. So let's get to work, shall we? Alright, so I'm not gonna lie with you guys, I kind of didn't really record any of me digging this. I kind of just wanted to get it over with because it was quite a lot of work, and I would either just watch Netflix in the background or join in on Pine's stream so we can have a conversation whilst I did this to distract myself, because this was quite a lot of work. And we did it though. We were able to do it, and if you're curious how much dirt this can accumulate, well, let's just quickly go over to here. Yeah, it's about this much. Basically most of these, I think all of these except for this chest is actually full of dirt, right? Just all of these are just full of dirt. It was really bad. At a certain point, I actually had to make another shovel because going, only using one shovel and then going to the nether to repair it was just honestly wasting a lot of time. So I ended up making two backup diamond shovels, And then my main netherite shovel, I accidentally let break because I was just so tired. Like, it was yesterday, I was almost done with the entire area. I think I was up to like, I had basically had all of this cleared out and I was on this last section right here. And I was mining and I just let my netherite shovel broke. So this is actually one of the backup shovels that I made. I ended up going to find more ancient debris, which I treated myself to topping off my sword and my axe here as well because, you know, I did quite a lot of work with this, but I like to think that we did something good here. I also want to shout out Pine for giving me the beacon here because I was actually able to use the speed effect, which made it a lot quicker to just dig around and walk around the area. So shout out to Pine for that one. But the next step, I believe, unless there's anything I'm mistaken, which really I don't think I am, is we are going to start off building the mountain up. That is going to be quite a lot of fun. Alrighty, we have finished the entire mountain. As you can see, it is pretty good. I actually really like it. I think my favorite part about this mountain, honestly, is the fact that from Pine's base here, you can actually still see the mountain, but it's not distracting enough for Pine. Like, it's not like it's going so high up that like it's really distracting. Like, it's at a perfect height. And again, the same can be said for Bree and Jared base from MyLittleGaming. It's like, you know, it still feels open, this area, but you have a nice mountain that's again not distracting. Like, it doesn't go too high. So I probably could have gone a lot higher, but I didn't want this to be distracting for others. And honestly, I think that this is just the right height and honestly the perfect size for today, or what I'm doing today, because I've been doing this for multiple days now. But today I'm going to be making a big house here, so I'm actually quite excited. The difference between the houses that I usually make and the house that I'm going to be making today is that I'm actually going to be making this house take up most of this area in here. Usually, as you guys know, I usually make smaller houses and do a lot of detail, but today we're going to be making one giant house here so that I can have a little bit of a, you know, just a fun little area here. And then I'm actually going to be moving this hole going into the mountain over probably somewhere like over here in the corner. I like this little spot right here. I think that it'll look really nice. But look at how this area looks on the inside. So this is the house shape that I have decided to go for. Now you might notice that I did decide to raise the house up 1 block right here. Now that is actually because right here we have a layer of grass here, and usually what I would do is I would break all of this and put the floor here. However, from the bottom you would just randomly see a patch of the whatever we decide to make the floor. I actually don't know yet. You would just kind of see a random patch in the dirt, which I actually don't really like. I want to, you know, eventually use this place in some sort of capacity, and I don't think having a random patch there would look the best. So for now, we just raise this up by 1, so the actual, you know, blocks would go somewhere like right around here, like on this one. So that's kind of what I want to do. Now I have some plans for this house that I'm not going to say just yet, so you have to keep watching because I actually am quite excited. However, I want to use what we've been learning for in Minecraft survival and make a detailed wall. However, most of the blocks that I use are very hard to get. Like, I can't get tough very easily. I might be able to get andesite, although I might need to go work with some villagers for a couple of hours. And I basically just have stone and cobblestone, which is good, but I would like a third one. So I'm going to try and get one of the two in bulk, because yeah, this is kind of a big house and we'll need it. But hopefully we get it. I'll see what I can do. Alrighty, so I've put in a floor. It's kind of it's a little bit weird. It's half actual blocks and then half slabs, because I realized that slabs would be cheaper. But basically, it's quite a lot of wood. Now, I typically don't like to go all wood. You know, even just looking at some of these old builds, I usually incorporate some stone into them. But this one I'm doing quite interestingly. So I, first of all, basically moved the door inwards, I guess you could say. So like we have a little bit of like a little stool here, or what's it called, like a porch, like a front porch. So that's really nice, I like to think. And then we have an interesting, you know, nothing too crazy, just a nice little door here. I might do some decorations with that later. So I added some glass panes here going all the way around. Now this is basically going to be the entire like floor basically. So the outside is going to remain the same. Now that does look a lot, you know, boring, I guess you could say, but I'm pretty excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna actually turn all of I need more wood. That's not good. But I'm gonna turn all of these into glass panes, because glass panes are gonna go all over the top over here, so it's gonna let in a lot of natural light. Now you might think that that will look a little bit weird. However, what I'm going to do, and I'm gonna actually start this right now for you guys, is we are going to make kind of like a mini second floor. And by that I mean I'm not going to make an entire second floor kind of, you know, going over the top, but it's going to be one of those where like you can kind of like still see the open area over here. So this won't be entirely filled in with slabs, and then this will be, it's almost like you see this a lot in lofts where there's like the kind of half second floor. I still want a more open home over here, but then I do want something a little bit more like, you know, cozy, I guess, here. And we can actually put some like even rooms right here as well. So like we could put some like spare bedrooms and stuff here. So that could actually look quite nice. So that'll be the plan for that. Now for the plan outside of the house, because it's going to be all wood and we don't want it to be very boring, I'm actually going to be wrapping the entire house with a balcony. So that way I could look around the entire like area over here. So that'll be the plan. It's going to require quite a lot of wood. So let's get to work. Alrighty, so I have filled in all of the glass, and I also added some of this over here. Now this is a very, very, very big spot here. I don't know how I'm going to decorate all of this, I won't lie, but I also turned this bottom section here into a mini hallway. So I basically just made this little hallway here that goes to two different rooms. I think one of them I'm going to make my new like what's it called, like museum, I guess. So like I do hold actually a couple variables. I do have the dragon egg here. I probably shouldn't be keeping this in just a random shulker box, but I hold not only the dragon egg, but also Pine's 100th death head. So when he was at 100 deaths, or at 99, he did let me kill him to get his 100th death. So that was pretty sweet. And then also a couple, but these are kind of just, you know, these are just normal pine heads. These are two special ones. So that would be where I could put them. This room, I'm not entirely sure what I should make. Maybe this will be like my cat's room. Actually, this might end up being the cat room right across from here. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So at this point now, what I want to do is I'm hoping we have some glass. Okay, we do not. That is unfortunate. But what I'm going to do instead is we are going to make a door. And we're going to make it probably be exactly on this one. So we're going to line it up with that one, which would be here. So yes, right here, we're going to break all of this. The idea is that I want the balcony to start right here, right? So what will happen is right here. Oh, my mouse is disconnected for a second. What we're going to do is do something, I think, like this. So I think I want to do like 3 layers potentially. And then I might do a layer of this here like that. I think that would look the best. Although now that I think about it, something that would look a lot better but would granted be more expensive, rather than having that weird little half of the block hanging off, what we could do is wrap the stairs like this, so that way it's at least looking like it's connected to the wall in a sense. And then this is just there. Yeah, that's going to be a lot more expensive, plus I already have most of the slabs, but I think that that'll look a lot better. And then actually at that point, we might as well just bring this out to 4 over here. And then, yeah, that way that looks like it could wrap around the entire thing. So I think that that's what we're going to do. Alrighty, so this is what we have so far. Now, I actually think that this is pretty decent. Now, I also did something on the bottom over here where I basically just added this little section out so that it looks like it's being held up just a little bit more. And then on the walls over here where I have like the walls going intersection, I also just made it go a little bit out that way. It looks a little bit more stable. Overall, yeah, I really like it. And then what I did over here, I did it again for the front here, which I think just makes it adds more detail, so I am okay with that. But what I also did was I increased this little area over here. I'm not entirely sure what this is called, but basically just allowing me to have a little balcony here that I can once again see this part too, and also just see all of this. So I can have two access points, I guess you could say, to get to this area over here. So that's kind of the idea. I think I want to use iron bars on the outside, and I might also replace those pieces in there with iron bars, only because I think it'll add some more like texture, I guess you could say. Like it's not just more spruce or glass or something like that, or either that or I'm going to add glass. I'm honestly not too sure. I think I might actually replace all of this with glass and then just make everything glass instead, because I think it'll look nicer. Alrighty, so the glass is in place. I actually think it looks quite nice. Now I want to do a couple more decorations really quick, and by decorations it's actually mostly just fixing things up. So I'm going to grab some of these trapdoors over here, and what I don't actually like is I don't like these things here, these corner bits. Now these up here will probably honestly just be stairs for now, so we'll probably get to that in a second, but I really don't like how you can see the corners like this part here, because it's mostly going to be covered anyway. So, and on this side they're covered here as well, so we're going to just put trapdoor, oh, not up there, we're going to put trapdoors here and here and on the corners, and just quickly do that really quick. Alright, so with all of those in place, now we're going to wrap the entire thing around with some of the spruce stairs. So let me quickly go ahead and do that really quick. Alright, so with the first layer done, I think I might I actually don't know what I want to do right now. So I actually think what I want to do is wrap this bit around with some stairs like this, and then I think I might do something where I just kind of have this go on the top with some slabs here. It's kind of basic, I know, but I think it'll look quite nice. Even if we just do this little section here really quick, like if I'm able to get that going. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Yeah, I'm such a big fan of this. So I think that that's what I'm going to do for now. You know, it's actually coming along quite nicely. It fits that kind of cabin theme on the mountain that I wanted to go for. Now, it's very, very dark, so we are going to have to get some lanterns, which I actually have a stack. So I want to place some of these around and try and actually replace as many of the torches as I can. But yeah, we're going to quickly start by placing them around. Oh no, we're going to get bats in here. Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh, hopefully there's a way to stop the bats. But yeah, so what I think I'm going to do next is I want to do a couple of detailing touches really quick. So one thing that I really want to do actually is I want to add some of these onto the corners over there. It doesn't really do much, but it just adds a little bit more detailing, which I think is honestly quite needed. So we're just going to do them like here, here, here. And we're gonna need more, but you know, you kind of get the idea. And then we'll place these here. They don't really, you know, make sense why we should put them here, but you know what, it's fine, it works. Alrighty, so I did a couple more decorations. So what I basically did was I got rid of most of the torches that I could have. I might have a couple left. I know where there's a couple left in the 2 rooms over there because I just want some differentiation. Wow, that was hard for me to say. But yeah, so basically what I really did was I just basically added a bunch of lanterns around. So some of them are on posts like this, some like that. In the corners, I tried to be consistent by keeping them on the trapdoors here because I just like the way that they look in the corner. Speaking of trapdoors, I actually replaced I didn't replace, but I covered up the log here with these here. It adds a little bit of texturing, but also just, you know, clears up the log because I feel like the log really pops in this area, which I actually don't want. The only place I want the log to be seen really is in that part right there. But yeah, so I basically am done with this part now. You might notice that this house is a little bit empty. I'm not gonna lie, I've been working on this video so much for the past week. Like, I know that at some point in this video, like I think we might only be like 20 minutes in or something like that for you guys. For me, we're at like over like 30 hours I've spent on this probably, like when it came to digging out everything inside of this area and then actually building up the mountain and then collecting all the resources because this is quite a lot of wood. I am kind of tired, okay? I want a little bit of a break. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it for today's video and then we will come back and try and decorate this entire house because honestly, this could be an entire video, right? Because I'm not used to decorating big houses like this. You guys know that I could probably fit actually my usual size house in this little area here. So we're gonna have to figure out how to decorate this area and I'm very, very excited for that. So that'll be something that we do in the coming days. But for now, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching today's video and I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and also please consider checking out MyLittleGaming and Pine for joining in towards the last little efforts of building the actual mountain. And big shout out to my best friend Bryson for helping me build most of this mountain up. I honestly would not have gotten it done without him or any of the other Shenanigang members. So make sure to go check them out. Links in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you all in the next one.